Okay, I think we can all agree that Top Gun Maverick is spectacular. That is most likely going to be the number one movie of 2022. Now, yes, I know I'm a little late on this review. This movie came out back in May, and it is now currently October. It's been a while. It's been 5 months since the movie's been out, and yeah, I've been debating going back and forth whether or not to review this, but I recently watched the movie again, and honestly, this movie is worth reviewing. Now, if you haven't seen the movie, I will mention a few light spoilers. Hell, even I will mention spoilers for the original Top Gun if you haven't even seen that. But yeah, I'm going to give out my general thoughts about the movie. Okay, now prior going into this movie to watch Top Gun Maverick, I ended up watching the original Top Gun, and I actually grew up watching the original Top Gun. And I thought it was all right. And a month prior to this, I ended up watching it again. And the movie still holds up to this day. You have a good story about Tom Cruise, who is a Top Gun fighter pilot. You have his best friend Goose, who halfway in the movie dies, and you have this rival of Maverick, who ends up becoming a friend by the end of the movie, that being Iceman. And not only that, he ends up dating a girl on the campus, which he's not supposed to be doing. But it is still a good story to this day. Now, going into Maverick, I was kind of curious to see what they were going to touch upon. And I did my best to kind of stay away from the trailers because, for one, I wasn't really excited for this movie until I saw the recent trailer that they had dropped at the beginning of 2022, and I was hooked. This movie is absolutely insane. The fact that practically everything is real. This shot is real. This shot is real. This shot is real. Almost every shot in this movie is 100% real. No real CGI, no actual practical effects. Now, yes, there are few things in this movie in the behind the scenes that are used with VFX, but pretty much everything is real. And that is what I think is so really I think that's what's so good about this movie, is that you can tell what's real and you can tell what's fake in this movie, which isn't a whole lot, which is a really good thing. Now, not only that, they were able to tell a story about Tom Cruise, who is still in the Top Gun program 38 years later, and you come to find out that the man has been watching over Goose's son, Rooster, in the movie, which, in my opinion, looks exactly like him. Like, honestly, there might have to be a DNA test or something, because the man looks exactly like Goose. And he ends up, he ends up setting his son back years in his training, because he had stashed away files, because he was afraid that he was going to end up killing his Rooster like he killed Goose, which he didn't really kill Goose. It was an accident, and he feels like he's going to do the same thing when it comes to his son, and he doesn't want to repeat it again. And honestly, it's generally amazing. Everything in this movie is great. Now, obviously, there are other good characters in this story. Each character has their own rivals, who's in this weird kind of respectful friend rivalry way, which is awesome. I absolutely enjoy it. Now, by the end of the movie, they are set to infiltrate this military compound by basically doing a trench run, which is heavily nodded towards Star Wars, which is kind of nice. And actually, no, literally that whole scene is Star Wars. They're going through a trench run, and they have to hit a target at the precise time and everything. Like, it has to hit exactly, and it's just great. And obviously, I'm not just saying that because it's a Star Wars reference. It's just something that I've noticed people saying, and I've actually noticed that watching the movie a third time at my house. And by the end of the movie, the heroes all go home. Rooster is still alive. Maverick is still alive. And even some of the reinforcements that were about to be sent out, they all go back home. Everybody gets to go back home after successfully completing a mission. And in that case, to end this video off on kind of a high note, I think that Top Gun Maverick isn't just the best movie of 2022. I think that this movie is pure cinema. A movie that could exist, that shouldn't exist, that could tell a good story with good general characters, with good action, good visuals, and that could be real. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a like, consider subscribing, ring the notification bell if you just subscribed, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.